I'm a lady with a rocket. Will you go to space with me? You're an astronaut. I'm a lady with a rocket. Will you go to space with me? Or fall for the galaxy while we run away to the Middle East? You drop me off with strawberries on a bus to Tel Aviv. Never thought I'd fit right in a world I've never been. I wanna fly, forget the wind that's swaying me away from you. 'Cause all I wanna do is spend my life chasing the place that makes me happy. Will you join me for a bike ride through the English gardens? Absorb the history. This foreign place should be our fairy tale, right out of nowhere. We swirl around the castle where we claim the king and queen, and fly above the trees, up away. I wanna fly, forget the wind that's swaying me away from you. 'Cause all I wanna do is spend my life chasing the place that makes me happy. When you need time, or a little bit of air, you feel the planet spinning underneath your feet. I'll try to help you breathe. The feeling that we need is like a bird chasing the bees, or a sun that sets before the sea. With you I know I'm free to be me. I wanna fly, forget the wind that's swaying me away from you. 'Cause all I wanna do is spend my life chasing the place that makes us happy. You're an astronaut. I'm a lady with a rocket. Will you go to space with me? You're an astronaut. I'm a lady with a rocket. Will you go to space with me? Or fall for the galaxy while we run away to the Middle East? You drop me off with strawberries on a bus to Tel Aviv. Never thought I'd fit right in a world I've never been. I wanna fly.
Welcome to the Morning Song Show. I'm your host, singer-songwriter Haley Drace, and this is the show where I play a song for you live every weekday morning at 8 a.m. Thanks for sticking with me. Sorry about the delay. We had a little color correction issue on the camera, but we got that fixed, and we are live. How are you guys this Wednesday, this hump day? I have to tell you this quick story about why I'm calling it Hump Day and why I've been calling it Hump Day every Wednesday. So I was at this show a long time ago. This might have been like 7 years ago, and I didn't know what Hump Day was. And I was on stage with my cousin, who obviously she and the rest of the world knew that Hump Day meant Wednesday. And I was like she was like, "Oh, happy Hump Day." And I was like awkwardly on the mic in front of the stage at this place called Eddie's Attic in Atlanta, this listening room. And I was like, hee 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 hee. Like, oh, we all know what that means. I had no idea that Hump Day was Wednesday. And so that's why this is the Hump Day show, because it is in memory of the time I did not know what Hump Day was. If this is your first time here, I just want to let you know that this is typically a 15-ish minute show, and I chat with you guys. I play a song live, and during that time, I also talk with you about the song a little bit that I'm going to play, and the song you can vote for in advance now currently on my Instagram stories the day before. And yesterday we had a poll that was, should I play a song about sailing or sinking? And you can bet your bottom dollar which one y'all picked. Any guesses? Any guesses which one I'm playing today? Drum roll, please. Not sinking. You guys don't want to sink on your hump day, which is probably a good idea. I want you to know we're going to be sailing today. So, cheers to sailing. Cheers to sailing with my Disney cup today. This is the only cup that I have from my kitchen that I have not introduced to you. Yeah, nothing exciting. Just it says Disney Consumer Products. How cool is that? So I'm going to check in and say, hey, let's see who all is here. We got Lampy. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Lampy, for tuning in and inviting a friend. That's so cool. All the way from Germany. Yeah, let me know where you guys are coming from in the world. I'm in Los Angeles, California. Mario, oh, so great to see you as always. Florida girl, nice to see you. Good morning. Good morning. And she said, my first time at a live one. That's so exciting. Well, welcome. This has been a really fun experience, and I'm so glad that you're here. We're going to have fun. Feel free to ask anything you want, but also to comment and or just sit back and listen, and I'm going to play a song at the end. Alan says hump day with a bunch of emojis, and she got that cute camel hump emoji. I love it. Hello, Dirk. Cool. She says, and then, yes, Mom Curly Top said we were going to play a song about sailing, and you're right. You know what? I'm glad that you guys want to keep it positive on a Wednesday morning. Wind in your sails, she says, Florida. Cool. That makes sense. Florida girl is from Florida. I love it. Hello from California all the way to Florida. I'm just so glad you tuned in this morning. And we do this every weekday morning, so feel free to join whenever you can. I got Juan, Chelsea. Yay, my people. Nice to see you. Lucas, Paul, Doc. Hey, long time no see. Chelsea says, I'm watching you. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And I am not watching you, but I'm watching what you are chatting with me. SDLA, Jussi Oliveira, thank you for joining. Alexander, Eric Raccoons, nice to see you. Hey, thanks for tuning in. It's nice to see a friend. Carlos, so great to see you as always. Sebastian, and let's see. One more, we got Jay Mosey Eyes and Martin. Thank you for laughing at my jokes today. All right, so I want to tell you about this song that I'm going to play about sailing. So sailing, well, okay, let me ask you while I'm telling you about the song about modes of travel, because we've been talking for the last few days about metaphors in my songwriting and what I like to talk about, whether it's being an Eskimo in California or being a what's the word? Yeah, or being a person trudging through the snow, or in this case, I identified a lot of nature metaphors. And so here we're going to talk about water with sailing. But as far as the modes of travel, I'm curious, what is your preferred mode of travel? Like, I'm just going to throw out the two that I'm thinking of. Like, would you rather travel by boat or would you rather travel by air? This is a very interesting and revealing question, and I've asked my friends this. Actually, I know that our friends were talking about this. Juan, you know what I'm talking about. We were asking what mode of travel you would prefer to go on. It seems that airplanes seem to be the popular one because I guess like commercial airlines tend to be safer. But I don't know. There's just something about the sway of the water that could take you anywhere you want to go. Mr. Sharky, hey, what's up? Says boat. Okay, well, that's cool. Perfect. You are just in theme with us this morning. I love it. I appreciate a good old boat. So I'm going to play a song called Ship in the Sea. This is definitely dedicated to you, Mr. Sharky, because you like boats. Chelsea, I'll still dedicate it to you, even though you are one of the many who like to fly. But Mr. Sharky does say it's so much more fun to travel by boat and connect with the ocean. I do think it's a lot more grounding, which is definitely a big part of this song I'm going to play. I talk a lot about staying grounded, and that's kind of what inspired this song. The first thing that inspired the song Ship in the Sea, my song, is a quote by Albert Einstein. And you may have heard this, I don't know, but it's, "A ship is safe at shore, but that's not what it's built for." And I've seen this like a couple times, like throughout, life, or, people referencing it. But there was something that really stood out to me when I was writing this album about travel. And I realized that I just wanted to express the idea of being, like, having the courage to go out in the water and let yourself not feel like you have to control everything. Can anyone relate to that? It's especially hard when you're touring and every single day is different and you don't know what to expect and you have to trust the water. It is crazy. But I also knew that my purpose wasn't necessarily to say stay safe. I think we all probably deserve to be courageous, and that's kind of where going into the water, that's where these lyrics came from. And so I quote Albert Einstein in, like, roughly in the bridge of this song, and you'll hear it there. I wrote this song with the people who I started working on this album with, Dewey Boyd and Taylor Bray, and this ended up being a co-write. And it was, I'm really glad that we put this on the song. And if you hear the track, which I'll play at the end of the show, you'll hear a lot of like string references. And I wanted this to be like kind of like a 60s, 70s string intro, with all the stacked da 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 da. So you'll hear that in the actual recording. But I'm going to play the acoustic version for you. Mr. Sharky says, "What? I don't have to control everything." No way. Oh, it's a good thing Mr. Lennon Leopard is controlling that mic, this mic, and the camera behind me. No, I'm just kidding. Shout out to Lennon Leopard for running the board and making everything look and sound good. Appreciate you. Lampy says he likes the train route. And he says if he could, by boat, otherwise by train or bus, it's more comfortable and relaxing. Juan, I gotta say, I'm really surprised at all these people who want to travel by boat. I don't even think that came up when we were talking about it. I think it was mostly flight and what was the other one? Train. Yeah, some people wanted to go by train, but turns out trains aren't as safe. Just saying. Shocked. Florida girl, air. I live around water, but I don't like to go out in it. Yeah, I hear ya. I actually don't like the Pacific Ocean as much as the East Coast, though. It's kind of cold, but I feel ya. So you like air. So I just want to say hey to Amarildo and Quecky before I start playing my song. Are you guys ready to hear my song, Ship in the Sea? All right. Let's do this. I usually play this on violin, actually, so I'm playing guitar for the first time. This is like so great that I've gotten myself into this because it allows me to play all of my songs. This is Ship in the Sea. When I am in motion, the waves of the ocean keep pushing me around. The feeling, and I can't help but feeling I'm lost and then I'm found. Don't you worry if your feet are on the ground, then you don't need saving. These things happen. There are pieces of yourself only found when you are drowning down. The morning was lovely till news spilled your coffee. It's gonna be okay. You're stuck in your bubble, no break from the hustle. You know you need a change. Don't you worry if your feet are on the ground, then you don't need saving. These things happen. There are pieces of yourself only found when you are drowning. It's the swirl of the wind. It's a phone, a friend. In the end, you land and pick back up again. No matter where you will be, like a ship in the sea, always safe at the shore. It's not what we're built for. Just trust yourself. Don't you worry if your feet are on the ground, then you don't need saving. These things happen. There are pieces of yourself only found when you are drowning down. Thank you guys for listening. That was my song, Ship in the Sea. And I appreciate you listening and letting me know your favorite mode of transportation, which is a boat by popular poll, it seems. If you like the music you heard, feel free to check out HaleyDraceMusic.com. That's where you can listen to all the music that I'm playing on these shows. And Florida Girl, if you, since you haven't tuned in before, I did want to let you know I generally play a different song every day that's done by voting in my Instagram stories. So everyone can feel free to go check out the polls at the end of the show and vote for what you want to hear tomorrow. It's always a surprise. I never know what I'm playing till the night before. Sometimes the morning before, we'll see. At HaleyDraceMusic.com, too, you can also pick up all 4 of my albums that I have available, including Astronaut. This song is Ship in the Sea is the 3rd song of this album. So just wanted to let you know, if you like this one, you can check it out on Spotify and all that. I also have t-shirts, sweatshirts, handwritten lyrics galore. That's a great way to support this show, is by picking up your copy, all from my website. So I will see you guys tomorrow, but I just want to say goodbye to some friends who have commented and just said hello. So yes, thank you. Artist Way Live, I love it. And hi, Mark, nice to see you. Queck, Amarido, so great to see you guys here. Chelsea says, I've always liked the line, there are pieces only found when you are drowning. Deep, pun intended. Yeah, that's funny that you say that. So maybe my polars who wanted to sink, I know there were a few of you this morning who wanted to sink. There you go. There's the line for you in this song. There are pieces only found when you are drowning. But I think that's really important to acknowledge, that we can't always be grounded. We can't always be in or out of control. We kind of have to follow our gut and intuition and just let the things around us happen. And I agree that, or at least I guess I said this in my line, that the pieces that we find, there's some beauty in those moments when we're down. And that's kind of what I was getting at there. Carlos says, very safe journey. Yeah, I hope so. I hope our boats get to where they go. And let's see, I see that Mr. Sharkey, I was just reading your part about the controlling everything. I love it. Mayor Berkshire, I like to travel by train. There you go. We hadn't had that one yet, so thank you, Mayor Berkshire. I appreciate all the waves. Thank you, Lampy. I appreciate what you said about my time in music. I appreciate your time and your listening. Mira says she agrees with that line that Chelsea said. And Florida Girl says, follow on Instagram. You do? Thank you so much. I'm so glad you do. Mario, thank you for liking the song. And my mom says, such a mystical song, Voyage. Thank you, Curly Tops. Mike says, is exhilarating. Hey, Mike, great to see you from last night. So glad you're here. And Chelsea says, to close off the show, it is important to remember. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Happy Hump Day.